I choose you!
This week on the Incensed podcast, Masterful27 is still on his birthday bender. Casual Coops has actually played an event that we're talking about. And Ian and I bid a goodbye to the summer season of Go. Welcome back to the British boys talking Pokemon Go and bollocks on the Incensed podcast. Coops and Ian, how is it hanging tonight?
I still can't get over you, Mark, talking about Mark's birthday bender.
Mate, listen, don't joke. I'm that tired tonight. I thought he said, and Mark's still a bender. I was like, wait, what? I was like, what the hell? I was like, what is going on?
We still like Mark.
It's a long time, isn't it? Coops, I bet it's a long time since you walked around for 6 hours.
I know, mate, I know. And yeah, that was, to all the listeners, that was in fact true. Milo is not catfishing you. I did play an event longer than 5 minutes.
Oh my god.
I played it for 15, and I'm joking.
It's the 15 minutes he could appear on the videos, that was it.
Yeah, and he wasn't actually that late. An hour and a half, isn't too late for Coops. That's pretty damn good.
I was quite impressed at the fact that the time that you three had said, I actually got there before all of them. I was very, very impressed with myself.
Shocked.
Yeah, mine was the earliest, and I said like noon, which is 2 hours in.
Mm-hmm.
So, and yeah, you beat me by half an hour.
Shout out to the Lizzie line, on the underground.
Yes.
Big up Lizzie. Queen Lizzie. Big up, big up.
Where's JT? We need a soundbite.
I know, right? Anyway, Milo, how are you there smirking with all your Go-Fest Finale Shinies?
I'm good, man. I'm good.
Good.
Does feel a bit weird not to have Mark on the show,
I know.
I know. It's getting as bad as Coops, isn't it?
All right, fuck you. Fuck you.
It is what it is.
We miss you, Mark. We love you. I feel like I say that
see you
every
next
time.
week, mate. See you next week.
Yes, when I won't be here, possibly. Oh, dear.
Oh, you're all just casuals, aren't you? All just casuals.
Absolutely.
As I always say, nothing wrong with that, Ian Vassaval. Nothing wrong with that.
The casual was present on the Saturday, but
Yeah, the casual.
the 82nd week, it is time, ladies and gentlemen. Drop the incenses.
Pop your incenses, champions. Let's go.
And of course, if you happen to pull in something awesome, shiny, or a damn glaring bird off the blue incense, you got to let us know on our socials at Incensed Podcast or through our email at... the at goes in the middle of an email, Milo, you idiot.
Yes, it does, Milo, yes. incensedpodcast@yahoo.com.
There we go, Ian. Thank you very much. Clarify the spelling. So the hashtag would be SHINIESOFTHEWEEK, spelling hashtag Shinies of the Week. That's what you're going to need, peeps. And Ian, it's over to you for Getting to Know You.
And now, children, it's time for Getting to Know You with the Incensed Podcast.
So, yes, we've got 2 Getting to Know You questions tonight. Neither of them are going to be super, super difficult to answer, I hope. And, yeah, we'll get to know us a little bit better. So the first question is, what is the greatest struggle you've overcome?
Getting Coops to turn up for a Pokemon Go event.
Just about to say the same thing.
Me too.
Interesting question.
Oh, I thought that was your real answer. Oh, okay, fine. That's quite a deep question.
deep
Ian. What's the
question.
biggest thing
It's a deep
you've
question.
overcome?
I've got the 2 questions are quite deep today, actually.
Okay.
Last week kind of spurred me off.
Double deep.
Like how? Like what? Like so tonight is 2 inches deep. Usually it's 1 inch, right?
Yeah, I'm extra excited tonight.
Multiples. God.
I didn't think we was going down that road anymore.
We need some jovial banter before getting into the deep shit.
Yeah. All right. And action.
And action indeed.
Okay, go on, Ian. Let me
Okay,
get,
yeah. So one of my biggest struggles in life to overcome is when I was younger, and even now, I'm a very, you might not believe this, but I'm a very shy person. I really hate attention, which doing YouTube and a podcast, you might think, okay, well, that's quite a narcissistic thing to do. People listen to me every week, but I absolutely hate attention, which is one of the things I've really struggled with. So talking to big groups of people, having lots of sets of eyes on me, and just overcoming the fear of literally just people's eyes boring into me. And I started when I was younger. I used to play in a rock band when I was in school, and that's not too bad actually. You're on stage, you've got your mates with you, kind of like this podcast, and it's a dark room. You kind of can't see too many eyes, but when you're actually looking at people in the daylight, I always find that quite daunting. And now we're doing events, Pokemon Go, making YouTube videos with getting bigger number of people around us. I mean, just look at Seattle quite recently, like walking around vlogging with that many people around you. That's it. That's one of my biggest struggles. Very, very shy person.
I can relate to that, being sort of an introvert, as it were, really. You can sort of...
Yeah, big style.
Big crowds can be quite daunting, particularly if you're holding a massive fucking camera. You're like, hey, look at me. And like, no, I quite like my solitude.
Just like, why do I always take the piss out of you guys? And then I feel so bad after the answer. I'm always like, Coops, you're such a bastard. Sorry, Ian, for taking the piss.
He went deep with it.
That's all right.
Well, I give you permission to take the piss out of my answer. So the question, what is the greatest struggle you've overcome, Casual Coops? Well...
Cutting off your long hair?
I did, yeah. No, God, I look terrible. Why did I ever have that long hair? I did donate it, though. I donated it to the Little Princess Trun, which is cool. Yeah, got the certificate on the wall, which was cute. Anyway, moving forward. I know that I've mentioned this before, and like, you could be like, oh, beep, 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 or Polly want a cracker, you know what I mean, all that. But obviously transitioning from full-time performer, full-time dancer, to COVID-19, Zombieland, to where I'm at now, a few years later, when I hurt my back really badly on my spine and had that huge spine operation, that big spine injury, trying to overcome that was actually really difficult for me. It was really difficult, kind of like, again, not to get 3 inches deep. But,
whoa.
Go for it, go on. Keep drilling.
But not to get too deep, but I love us, but not to get too deep. But like, I know this is going to sound awful, but like, it was kind of always like my life would never be the same. And if anybody out there listening has had a huge operation, you know that you can't move the same, you can't do the things that you did, and you can't throw yourself in to physical activities like you did before, because you're always constantly aware in the back of your head, like you're back. I don't know if anybody...
it might go again. The fear.
Exactly. And obviously, you know, at that time when you hurt your back, you can be close to paralyzation, you can be close in the operation, you can die, something can go severely wrong. I know I'm being dramatic, but these are serious things. So for me, I think, God, when did I have it? I must have had it April 2019, I think. So what's that? Coming up to sort of, you know, 4 years.
Yeah.
No, three, just over 3 years. It's definitely been with physiotherapy and me. It's like I said, it's hard to explain. It's just been really difficult to overcome. And I still to this day, I turn my neck and I'm like, can't turn it too fast because
I feel like trapper nervous of it. Fucking hurts. Seriously.
You know, and I just don't want it to be serious and go down that route again of having to ever have to, you know, deal with anything too serious. I was quite lucky, you know, had amazing German surgeons. Obviously, they're the best of the best. But like I said, that's definitely been my greatest struggle to overcome, and I'm still dealing with it now. So I would say my back operation and the things that come after that.
The subsequent results of it. Yeah.
And you know what that is like? That's big time as well, because it, like you say, it can affect you mentally, and you're always worried that you're going to bust it again.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. And like I said, no one will relate unless they've had a serious operation. But anyway, that's me. Milo, have you come up with something?
I guess to sort of...
Was it when you just playing Need for Speed on you?
Forza Horizon here. Okay. Forza Horizon 4, don't do that cross-legged, you'll fuck your ankle. No, I think, like, overall, I've been quite an introverted person my whole life, and sort of overcoming the understanding that you should believe in yourself and your capability and what you can do.
I get that.
I don't know, through school, I was sort of always, you know, quite sort of quiet, you know, bullied and stuff like that, and then always interested in something that nobody else was.
Snap.
Yeah. And you sort of like, if you sit at the same school for 18 plus years, you just sort of drift off into the background. I didn't really know who I was, etc. And then slowly coming to sort of meet people who were like-minded and go, actually, people do give a toss about film and art and that sort of thing. And then I certainly think after trying like freelance editing and stuff, and that was a bit of a fucking disaster, trying that career, it was like an endless struggle. It gets to you. And then honestly, this doing YouTube and this community and stuff has really helped me find where I feel I am comfortable and the right sort of people to be with. And you guys, just look at what we're doing right now. I didn't think we'd be doing a podcast,
Exactly.
so believe in yourself, really.
Yeah,
I would say.
Again, completely understand. Yeah.
Damn, who knew we could be this serious, right? Damn.
Yeah. Okay, so we're going to go to another one that's probably borderline serious. So, guys, would you rather be loved or would you rather love somebody?
I'll go first, actually. And can I answer for Mark as well? Because I think Mark
you can answer for Mark, yes.
I'm going to answer for Mark. He can tell me if he disagrees. And if you do disagree, Mark, I don't give a shit. So this is what I think.
Sorry, the episode's out.
Coopsie.
So this is what I think me and Mark would say. I think that we are both lovers. And I think that we could go through the rest of our lives and love unofficially.
We thought that on Saturday, actually.
And love, and we don't expect anything in return. We don't. Obviously, we'd love to be loved, but I'm saying in general, if we had to pick, we'd definitely love till our heart's content, and we would not be loved back. So yeah, I can speak on behalf of me and Mark. We are lovers. Not give us. Wait, what? No.
What? Sorry, where's this going?
Givers, not receivers.
Why does everything always turn out so dodgy? But yeah, we are givers, not receivers. I mean, like I said, he can let me know if he disagrees.
Did they have clothes on?
No.
Don't know about the after party.
Yeah.
Whitfield?
It is a interesting but random question.
That's what we do on this show.
Yes, indeed. 82 weeks of it. I'm quite content with just being on my own. I like my own space, so I'd rather create something that people like love and enjoy.
Is that like self-love?
Self-love, yes. Multiple times. I don't know which bracket that falls into. Like, I genuinely am not sure.
It's nice to know that you've got answer A, answer B, and you don't want to pick any of them. We like that.
I've replaced you.
You've kind of taken Coops' spot from a few months ago.
Yeah.
Okay, HermesNinja just said that description sounds like you prefer to be loved.
Oh, there you go.
Sure. Let's go with that. Go on, Ian. What's your answer to this question you've created?
My answer to this one, and it's something I've thought about a lot over the years. It's something that was said to me a long, long time ago, so I've thought about this a lot, and I thought tonight would be a good time to just throw it in there. And after a lot of reflection over a long period of time, I think I would rather love somebody than have them love me. It's great having someone loving you, you feel special, but I have learned through experience that you can love someone and not show it well enough, and that is not a good thing. So I would rather actually love someone and actually display that affection to somebody.
Good answer.
So there we go.
God, have a look. We're going to start crying in a minute.
Let's pick this up.
Let's lighten the atmosphere and talk about something that has been the most fun in the last week, and that is the GO-Fest Finale, which we all did down in Ealing, Walpole Park last Saturday. Let's have a chat about that, guys, because even the casual got involved in this one.
Unbelievably.
Who me? It's about me.
Casual cretin. Sorry.
Should I go first? Because I
go
know
on.
honestly,
I think so many people want to hear what you thought. Genuinely.
Okay. So let me. God, I'm doing this a lot, aren't I? Let me give you some context.
Context, Coops.
Yeah. Let me give you some context. So I genuinely have not played the game for longer than I'm talking grinding, like out actually catching Pokemon. Not a GBL. I do my sets more or less every few days. I log on and do my sets. That takes me like an hour and 15. But we're talking about grinding, shiny checking raids. I've not played the game like that longer than 10-15 minutes in the last. God, boys, help me out. I would say in the last year. I'd say since Liverpool.
I would say probably. I mean, I would say October would have been Safari Zone was the last time.
Liverpool Safari Zone was the last time.
And obviously, I went to Pokemon Worlds and I had the game on for like an hour, 2 hours. But that was because I was there with you lot. We had everybody there. That was different. I'm talking past these two huge events. Yeah, in the last year, I'd say never played it longer than 10-15 minutes grinding. But I played it for, I think, about 5 hours, boys, if I'm correct.
Yeah, about 5 hours.
And I was grinding like Milo was. I was grinding like no one's business.
You even ran for a shundo, Chet.
Yeah, you fucking did. Yes.
I did, bloody Mark, getting the shundo Akshu. No, but honestly, I absolutely loved it. I loved it from start to finish. I just loved it. And it was quite nice as well to actually turn the game on again, and it was for me, it was a nice reminiscing, a nice what's that word when like old memories, nostalgic was the word I was looking for. For me, it was very nostalgic. I'm not going to lie, boys. In my opinion, we had so many people there. I apologise. Not just for us. Not, there was people for Milo, you, Mark, people that just played at the park, people that like Walpole Park. Sorry, I shouldn't have said that. I didn't mean. Look, everyone was there for me.
The actual group, the group we actually went round with was probably 30 strong. I would say.
Yeah.
Size group.
Like So nice to catch up with people, so nice to get that hype from all angles of the park. There were so many people playing. I honestly, boys, I absolutely loved it. And of course, a massive thank you again to Sue, HermesNinja, who just reminded me in the chat about the word nostalgic. Thank you for the ticket, because it went down a treat. And I hope you saw from the boys' vlogs as well. I did a little feature in all three of them.
He was present.
And you got your shiny Cranidos, didn't you? You got months ago.
I did.
I saw that. It was hysterical.
I honestly, I absolutely loved it. But anyway, genuinely, no negatives from mine, and I'm not even like bum licking. Like, it was
you even
such
loved
a
the
good...
Woobat Coops. You were even buzzing with the Woobat.
Oh man.
That was talk about that another day. But what about you then, Milo? Because obviously it was your hometown, your park, your local players. How was the... Because that's it, bruv. GO-Fest is done now. That's it.
Yeah.
2022 is
that was
finito.
literally the finale of it. It was honestly...
Hence finale.
Literally, it's called the finale. It was amazing, as always. Like, we've always had, certainly this year, more and more people coming down to Ealing to play these big events, like whether it was a Com Day or the Global GO-Fest. And this one was brilliant. We had people coming from literally other corners of the UK, which was sick.
Oh, we had people coming down from Derbyshire.
Yeah. It was genuinely...
Which is a good 2.5 hours, yeah.
Absolutely fantastic.
People coming up from Croydon.
Yeah.
Brighton.
Yes, Brighton
yeah.
as well.
Yeah, South Coast, yeah.
So the squad who were there and present was fantastic. But also, it pays dividends to know that, like, Walpole Park's actually getting on the map, because there were groups of people, I was talking with Francesco on the day, groups of players who've come to Walpole Park for that GO-Fest finale event, and we've never seen them before, and they've not come there for us, because they didn't interact with us. We just sort of said hello walking past, have no idea who we are, which is it's nice and refreshing. But it's good to know people actually pay attention to, like, what's a popular place to play. So Walpole Park was buzzing. It was a beautiful, sunny filled day. I personally just had a fucking ball. It was amazing, absolutely fantastic, and loads of shinies. It's good to see people having severe shiny success.
And bacon.
And bacon, in my case, for the morning breakfast. I meant to order the vegetarian breakfast, and I messed up. But good squad, as we said. And I don't know about you guys, but I love just the vibe. Everyone there having a good time. What about you, Ian?
You guys nailed it. Fantastic event. Love the event. The squad, first class. We met a lot of new people we'd not met before. We met a lot of people that have been and supported us before, a lot of Patreons, just generally an absolutely great gang. The Ealing crew is absolutely fucking brilliant. We love all of you guys. And, I mean, the gameplay, again, flawless. It was a really, really fun day, really fun event. And you know what? I'm going to go all gushy.
Do it.
The fact that I was there with the three of you made it even more special. We were together as a unit for the first time in a year playing the game.
Yeah.
Together forever.
In fact, the last time we all played together on the exact same day would have been EV Community Day, when you got the shundo with a drone in your face.
Quite, yes. Wooden Lake.
Oh my god, yes.
That was the last time the four of us played at the same time together.
Yes, because you and Mark had a Saturday Liverpool ticket, Coops and I had a Friday, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're dead on. And I'm sure Mark would say exactly the same thing.
Honestly, lads, like, even talking about the actual gameplay for a minute, I thought the spawns were amazing. I thought, all banter aside, I thought the Cranidos hours, definitely the best by far.
You mean the Buffalo incursion?
Yes, that one. Talk about buzz. I thought the raid bosses were awesome. I got my Pokedexes on all three.
Literally, you got all. Did you get the Nihilego last time when it was released?
The what?
That's the big jellyfish one.
Oh, did I get that?
That was in the last hour. That was actually you'd gone. But you got the three new ones.
Oh no, yeah. So I didn't get that one.
If he has it,
I didn't get Shaman as well.
You might have it in the research. Check your special research.
Possibly,
okay,
it
yeah.
might still be there.
Yeah,
hopefully.
Yeah. Probably. If it was 8 months ago, probably not. But no, yeah. But even like the gameplay, it was really, really, really lovely. Like I said, there were some dead hours. There were some when we were like, oh, come on, let's move it on. But in general, the actual gameplay from a guy that's not played the game for 12 months, I was impressed. I thought these spawns are good. The XL candy, etc., etc. The shinies, obviously. Flex it up. I was the first person to get a shiny Munna in the group, which was dope. I got the shiny.
Got to get it in there.
I got the new shiny Swirlix as well. So
nice.
Didn't get the Hitmontop, but it's all good. It's all good. It's all good.
I didn't get the Hitmontop either, actually, and that's the one I would have liked, but the RNG wasn't in my favour on the day, so
I've got a spare for you guys,
I'll get it when I get it, probably next year.
We'll see. We will see. But yeah, I agree. The spawns were pretty cool in terms of the different, not biomes, they were incursions as they were called, linking to an Ultra Beast. And I believe, Ian, you've got me tickled. It's now, I put my poll out, didn't I? I put a poll out. Is that yeah, goddamn right it is.
Can you do a really bad dub on that? Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I can do it. Yeah,
absolutely. So, collectively, Ian did the work on this one. I just stood there and looked pretty. We put a poll up that says, with hashtag Pokemon GO-Fest 2022 season now complete, which style of the global rotation do you prefer? And obviously, as we discussed when this information went live, the finale event had a new style of 2 hours consecutively, and that's your biome, your incursion, your cycle done, move on to the next one, versus the 1 hour rotation, which was in the previous Global GO-Fest back in June. And nice. So we put a poll up saying, do you prefer the 1 hour rotated, the 2 hour chunks, or a third option makes no bloody difference? So that will be running throughout the show. We will see what people say, but I guess we could interject and see what we thought. I personally prefer the 2 hour rotation. I like the fact that you go like, okay, this 2 hours, if I don't get in these 2 hours, I've just got to live with it. You know, this is it. I know I've got to go ham for whatever shiny it is, be it the Swirlix in the last 2 hours in the Munna, or if you wanted to go for the Com, be it some other time. I personally prefer 2 hours.
Yeah, I'm just reading from the chat, and Kerry makes a really good point that the 2 hours are really good because you get a nice big chunk, but by the end of the day, you're knackered. So that last 2 hours, realistically, you're done for. So if you actually had the rotating ones, it kind of makes it a little bit easier.
Which was problematic because it was the final 2 hours that had Shiny Munna.
The best hour.
Shiny Munna and Shiny Swirlix in it. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Coops, do you have a thought on it? Because you played 2021 Global GO-Fest that had the 1 hour rotation biomes.
Yep.
What did you feel?
Without a shadow of a doubt, and I actually think one of my vlogs before in the past, I've been criticising the 1 hour changes. It was just too much. So this would have been ages ago. But I loved it, mate. I genuinely loved it. I definitely think 2 hours is the way to go. And you've got to remember, no offence, Milo, but people like me and Ian, we're not grinding for the whole 2 hours. Like, we'll get a drink, we'll have a chat, we get into conversation with someone.
We'll go for fried chicken.
Yeah.
We'll go for lunch.
You know, but you know what I mean, though, bro. So it's nice to have that time, and you know, right, I can just chill out a bit. I feel like the hours, they just put way too much pressure on you, whereas 2, it's a bit more relaxed. You know what you're going to get for the next 120 minutes. So for me, I totally agree with you guys. Yeah, 2 hours all the way.
I think for me, I enjoy both. And as such, I'm going to be Switzerland, remain neutral. And I don't think it really makes that much difference, to be honest. I like both styles for me. Like Coop says, yeah, I'm there more for the atmosphere and absorbing the whole event.
Only a few weeks ago.
But yeah, realistically, to me, it makes no difference. I'll still play the game the same way.
I mean, I think a lot of people on social media were saying, like, you either do the 2 hours, and like you can look, they show you most of the spawns or what you're going to get, what's going to come off Incensed, and you can say, like, maybe the first 2 hours, I don't really need much, I just need the Incensed stuff, so I could raid or I could chill, or if you want to go ham for a specific shiny, you go balls to the wall and take those 2 hours hardcore and then chill for the others, etc. Whereas the 1 hours, it's sort of like, some people are saying, like, it gives you a second chance, so you can go hard for 1 hour and then kind of come back to it. It is tit for tat, I think, as Ian says.
Yes, yeah.
Tit for tat.
Yeah.
But the incursions were linked to Ultra Beasts,
They were.
individual Ultra Beasts, and I don't know about you guys, but I wish I'd raided more.
And you know what? This is the thing, and I'm going to say this because I think Coops are going to say the same thing. We were trying to encourage you to raid the whole freaking day, and you kept going, no, I'm going to leave it to the last minute and do my one. We're like, you just wasn't having it until we went for food at the end of the day.
Yeah, I'm quite shocked that you said that, because I think I asked you, like, this is me. This is old cheapo, not put £2 on the game in 6 years, like, and you were like, yeah, mad.
Yeah, well, I don't think any of us used our full 9 free passes.
No, we
or
didn't.
12 free passes, in fact.
Wait, so when you say, are you being serious? When you said you wanted to raid more, like, in what aspect? What, you wish that you'd turned to me and gone, Coopsy, jump in that lobby right now because I'm on my way in. Like, what do you mean? in. I asked you
Jumping on the
literally.
big
At
boy.
the time, and give some context, Coops, is that Coops was like, should we go and do that raid? And it's in the Pheromosa 2 hours. And I'm like, Pheromosa's kind of crap. You don't really need more than one. We'll get the Pokédex. I wish I'd gone a bit more hardcore on the Buzzwole and the circuitry.
Were the 50 that you raided not enough?
No, as it turned out, I needed the XL because flex it up.
You had a
Ian.
hundo, I know.
Yeah.
I know. You was flexing
Thanks.
that.
You
Yeah.
got a hundo circuitry.
Buzzwole.
Oh, piss off.
Thanks, Lachlan, from the Waste Spotters podcast, from the land down under.
Nobody gonna break my stride. Nobody gonna slow my
So
love
I've now
down.
got to like
Uh-oh.
walk some ungodly amount of distance to get the XLs to get it to Master League kind of level.
Oh, are you okay? Someone get him a
It's
flannel
all right.
for his head top.
I've come out of the closet for PvP. It's
Oh,
done this already.
boys, good news.
What?
I totally forgot to tell you all. I hit legend today.
Round of applause button.
Oh,
Initiate.
GG's, yeah. Round of applause button on that one, definitely.
Congrats, Coops. Is that
Thank
the
you,
second or
thank you.
third time? Is it the third time you've hit legend?
That's technically in 11 seasons. That's the third.
It is the
I've
third.
now got 3 ridiculous poses
Nice.
that you take the piss out of.
Just use a new pose. Hopefully it's not
What's
as
this
bad the next
pose
one.
that you get?
No. I think you liked the first one. It's the second one that you thought was stupid.
What, the one
I
where you was
think.
like leaning?
Yes,
like,
yeah.
You were
yeah,
mid fall.
yeah.
What's the
Yes,
pose like that you
yeah.
get this time round?
Well, if you jump in a raid with me, you'll be able to see it. But yeah, no, it's cool, man. I was on
just check his avatar.
yeah, I was on like 2990, and I literally got a 5-0, so I went to like 3050.
Oh, that's
so yeah,
quite cool.
Yeah,
Oh, it's almost like Cobra Kai. It's like,
It's
oh.
quite cool. It's like some sort of karate thing. That's nice. I like that.
Maybe you should have done the crane, aren't you?
but yeah, boys, who knows? Next week when Mark's back, we may have a Go Battle League PvP guest on. I mean, who knows?
Maybe. Will they be at home?
Ian, listen, they might even be at home, and they might be baked. You never know. You never know.
Exactly.
You never know.
Yeah.
You never know.
Or sliced.
Or sliced.
Just
yeah.
slice of the PvP action. You like that? Yes.
Yeah.
And Milo will be in Germany, so he might meet somebody called Heinrich.
Yeah, who knows? Who knows? A slice of legend. Yeah, but yeah. But anyway, that's enough. I hit legend.
Congrats. But I think this is a mixed bag with a lot of these events. Some people go, oh, cool. And some people go, why the hell are we doing this again? Collection challenges, boys.
Yeah, the collection challenges, I started sweating because on at least 2 of the incursions, I left them last minute because I totally forgot about them. But I did get them done. The spawns were so that really you could do a collection challenge in like 2 minutes. Really, it wasn't difficult.
They weren't overly difficult to do, but I don't know about you. I was sort of like quite specific with what I was targeting. It's like, I want to try for this shiny. I don't want to get 600,000 bloody shiny Woobat, but it still makes you click a Woobat, and mine happened to be shiny. It's like, sick.
Yeah.
That's like one of the shinies I needed out of the window. So, I don't know, I feel like they're old hat now, and they're kind of like an obligation more than anything else in these events.
Well, they're not an obligation. If you want the rewards, they are, but you don't have to do them if you don't want to. But
Some people
obviously
got
the
shiny
rewards are
mana
quite
from
good.
theirs.
Maybe I think somebody did, didn't they? I
Somebody
wonder who
did,
that
yeah.
was.
Check out the videos on YouTube.
Nice.
But yeah, look, I'm not going to put you. Listen, you don't know how I feel about collection challenges. With all due respect, they're a waste of time. But anyway,
It's my favourite bonus.
oh, does Mark like them? Does he like them?
Don't know if he'd be
I don't
saying
know.
that. Don't know if
Oh
he'd be
right,
saying
yeah. No, Mark's favourite is Pikachu in raids, isn't it? In 1-star
absolutely,
raids.
1-star
Mark's
raids.
favourite.
Yeah, Mark loves a Pikachu.
It's the way he goes, yeah.
So let me throw this out to you lot then, just to wrap
try
this
and catch it.
conversation up. Catch it. That is obviously, like I said earlier, GO-Fest's done for 2022. Obviously, I've seen a few people's vlogs. I've seen loads of stuff on social media about every single one of them, and including the finale and the events in all the different countries around the world. I would genuinely give every single event 10 out of 10. Like genuinely I would. I wasn't at any of them, and I know that there was some weak feedback about the Berlin one, but I would personally say on my end, my overall thoughts for GO-Fest for this year, I would say all 10 out of 10s. Obviously, we know the situation in Japan. That was obviously that was no one's fault. That's life. But in general, that's what I would say from what I've seen.
I wouldn't be so kind. to be honest. But
bro, like I said, I didn't go. I'm just saying from social media and the
Fair
videos,
enough.
it looks like everybody had the most incredible time.
Yeah.
I didn't go.
It's understandable. If you're looking at it on social media, then you get a slightly different perspective, I guess. But certainly Seattle, for us, was awesome, as we banged on about several weeks ago. Mark had an absolute ball when he got the boosted bonus Japan hours in his back garden.
Yes.
I think more people complained about the Berlin just because it happened to be the first one, so you kind of had a few less things available.
Yeah, it was like the last one of the old style Go-Fest, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It didn't have the city experience. It was a walled park. I mean, there are reasons why it had to be that way.
Wait, wasn't there the No, you're about to tell me it's a safari zone, aren't you? What was the...
If you're going to say Spain...
What was the... Yeah, it was that
Seville?
safari zone.
Yeah,
Safari zone.
Okay, sorry,
There's
move
like
on, move
4
on,
or 5
move on.
episodes with Seville
Move
Safari
on,
Zone.
move on, move
The
on,
title.
move on.
But I feel like...
Ian!
We're not moving on, apparently. I feel like people might have got the redemption, certainly from looking at people playing with us in Walpole on the day, and certainly looking at social media. People got the redemption in terms of maybe these shiny elemental monkeys, that only Panseer was available in Berlin, and then as you went on, Japan got all 3, and then we got all 3 obviously available during this global finale event. They were popping off regularly off Incensed, which is good to see. I think the only downer, honestly, on this finale event was, and we've said it before, the abysmally low shiny rate of unknown.
Yeah, off the incense. Yeah.
I think I said to somebody at the time, it's like, to some point, there's literally no point in advertising it because it's just stupidly rare.
Oh, we said that at dinner.
Yeah, and it's just like, you think, make it rare, fine, fair enough, understand. But we've just come off the back of the World's in-person event where the shiny rate for unknown...
they're giving the shinies away.
...was astronomical. And I know that was like crazy boost, but I feel that's because the Pokemon Company were there. Maybe in the same way that Pokemon Company had presence in the Japan Go-Fest. That's why they had such a crazy high shiny rate. And then Worlds, I got 5 or 6 shiny unknown. People came away with more and stuff like that. And you come to a global Go-Fest, and probably out of maybe I'd say 90 to 100 people who were playing over the course of the day in Walpole, one over 8 hours was there.
Yeah.
And he's like, I think it's old hat. They should shift it a bit, to be honest, but that's just my opinion.
No, you're right. And Kerry said in the chat that they should have literally done the spotlight 2 minutes. They should have done the little outbreak at the top of the hour, because that worked really well at all of the live in-person Go-Fest, but maybe they're playing it different for the global style.
I know they're trying to detract from the global Go-Fest or the global events, perhaps, and make people want to go to these live events, but as Sue has said, and we saw at the time, Sapporo, the shiny unknown rates were higher, I believe. They seem to be higher than both Berlin and Seattle.
Which makes sense, again, like you say, because the Pokemon Company has a bigger input. They seem to be all over the Sapporo event.
All right, so Ian, then obviously we're going to change my 10 out of 10. I was clearly off the money. You're going to wrap this one up, mate. What are we going to give Go-Fests this year? 8.9? 9.2?
I think across the board, from my personal experience, and I only did the global and I did the Seattle, the Berlin looked great, but it was the old style, and a lot of people were kind of bent out of shape, as Milo said, about the monkeys, because Berlin got it kind of rough. They only actually had 1. We had 2 in Seattle, and then they got the whole range of them at Sapporo, but the global finale brought them all back, so you kind of understand their philosophy, what they were maybe thinking. Overall, I would say it'd be a solid 8.
Oh, wow.
For Go-Fest
Okay.
this year.
Wow.
It's really good. There's room for improvement. They weren't perfect, although my personal experience at the ones I did, brilliant, but there were things that could potentially be tweaked. But solid performance. I mean, I've got really high expectations now. Let's go back to Coops from a couple of years ago. I've got really high expectations for 23 now, because they've set the bar fairly high now for what they need to do next year.
Yeah.
There you are. You heard it here, folks. 8 out of 10.
Banged
Can you
it.
believe I gave it a 10 out of 10? How pathetic am I? I'm in a good mood, aren't I? I'm being too nice.
Getting all giddy over his post-Go-Fest excitement.
But speaking of getting giddy, Milo's favourite game. Here we go. Let's chase that tail.
Chasing the tail, chasing the tail, tail to chase, it's chasing the tail.
We've managed to avoid this game for the last couple of weeks, so well done, boys, but we're back. We're back with
We are
it.
back.
Because it is a fan favourite, to be honest, and we're going to see how we do. So, if you don't know, if you're new to the show, what this game is, it is a word association game with Pokemon names. So, today I'll be starting, and the person after me, they have to say the name of a Pokemon that begins with the same letter that mine ended in. So, with 3 of us, we'll go in the order that is on my Riverside Studios screen. We'll go myself, Ian Vassafal, and then Casual the Coops.
Okay. Good luck.
All right, starting off is Pansage,
Espeon,
Nidoran,
Nidoking,
Geodude,
Eevee,
Esper,
Riolu,
Ursaring,
Golem,
Mimikyu,
Infernape.
is it ending a U?
that's an I.
Yeah, because I thought you're such a dickhead. You know that.
It's always-
I just like.
I'll check, but I'm sure Mimikyu doesn't finish with an I.
It's a U. Come on.
It is a U, it is a U.
Oh, Coops.
Oh, shut up, you dickhead. What's the hasn't it got what's Mimikyu's the one before it evolves? Minchino.
They're not
That's
related.
not Mimikyu, no.
Oh, they're not related. Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, you're thinking of Minchino and Chinchino. Or
Wait. What one's Mimikyu? What one's
It's
that?
the one that looks like a scarecrow version of Pikachu.
Remember the one that
Okay, right.
was handing out free hugs at Worlds?
The one that was mugging people at Worlds.
You lot said up. Oh, whatever.
Blame
okay,
Ian.
Fine, I'm over it.
Ian
No, fine.
gets to fight. Oh.
For the final, for the GO-Fest
No.
finale. Your Pokemon is Xurkitree.
Oh, you fuck. You fuck. Electabuzz.
Zubat.
Tyranitar.
Rayquaza.
Axew.
Weedle.
I can't think of any more E's.
Damn.
What else begins with a fucking E?
We had a few new ones in there, didn't we?
When you said Zubat, I couldn't believe it. I thought,
Zubat? Tyranitar? What? It's like as soon as we use Espeon, Eevee, and Esper, we're stuffed.
Pretty much.
We're stuffed. Well, Ian, back-to-back wins on shows and won the GO-Fest challenge on the weekend. He's smashing it.
Execute was one you could have done.
Bollocks,
Thanks, Kerry.
that whole thing. Execute, executor.
Executor.
All right, I'm a casual. Such a casual. Well, on the back of Ian's glorious victory, we've said goodbye to the GO-Fest season, and we're now going to jump into the news.
Is the news.
Now, gentlemen, I'm very glad we're talking about September. Why don't we leave the GBL until next week? Is that a deal? Pinky promise me. Pinky promise.
Yes, deal.
And obviously, I will be covering that.
Should we slice some
from
bread
head to
over it?
toe. Yeah, we'll slice some bread, but I'll be covering that head to toe.
Is it going to be home sliced bread?
At this point, we've just given it away, haven't we?
Home
Really?
cooked. Home baked.
Home cooked bread.
Yeah.
Home baked.
You know, and obviously next week I'm going to be talking a lot with the. Oh God, it'll be season 12, won't it? But it'll be season 12.
It will
updates?
be.
Or yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm gonna take this one over to you. To obviously, Mark is not here to talk all about September's news and the season of light.
Thank you, Mr. Cooper. Go and have a lie down or go get a beer or something while we take this. We got this.
Why not both?
Have a beer while lying down.
Just don't drown yourself in your Stella, okay?
Yeah, you're not Jimi Hendrix, Coops. Anyway, we're going to go through September and the season of light with you now.
So, to kick off September, the research breakthrough for the month is going to be Medicham.
Which works out for you since you now love PvP.
I'm fine for it, mate. I'm all sorted. It can't be shiny, obviously. It's an evolved one, sadly, so no shiny potential. But as a little perk, you will get a premium battle pass, as they're called, the Green Raid Battle Pass.
Because they're not raid passes. However, Pokemon Go released an infographic and they refer to it as a premium raid pass, which has not been known as this for over a year.
Yes, someone's escaped from like 2020.
One of the interns escaped from 2 years ago.
But that is, of course, running from September the 1st to October the 1st.
Now, anyone that has a jam like Milo and loves to raid, this is pretty good in itself. The 5-star raids, we have all forms of Deoxys, and they're back. Obviously, we know they're all shiny. They've been released previously as shiny. So the 1st of September to the 13th of September, there will be normal attack, defense, and speed form Deoxys
Nice.
in 5-star raids. Nice.
Then, from the 13th to the 27th, we've got 2 triple question mark legendaries. They could do a sort of Niantic Pokemon Go thing and toss away 2 brand new legendaries inside of 2 weeks. They could put in Solgaleo and Lunana. I probably pronounced them or said them wrong.
Stranger things have happened.
The Gen 7 legendaries, they're teased, I think, in sort of like the star pictures that you could probably make them out. Or they were teased in the video, definitely, like the little video clip they put on social media.
Yeah.
But we'll have to see.
But now, guys, get ready for this.
My poll is back.
Yes, your poll is erect because the bacon Pokemon,
Ian's favourite legendary.
My favourite legendary. The king of breakfast meat, Pokemon, Yveltal, will be released in its shiny form. Yes. From the 27th of September until the 8th of October. So we've got this one for a good 10, 11 days.
Which is brilliant. This one you want to freaking raid. Oh my god, not only is it a sick shiny that does make it look like a flying piece of bacon, which is just hysterical, put it on top of some buttermilk pancakes.
It's really useful.
Yes, it's very good. It's a pretty solid raid attacker, but it is extremely useful in Master League. You got to have it, really. So, defo reading for that one. Now we're going to move on to something that's not so hype. You know, we play down mega raids significantly on this podcast because they are usually trash. And certainly to kick off September, we're picking up where we left off. We left August with Mega Ampharos, and it is here until the 6th of September. But then switching in, the next mega will be a question mark. But it is more than likely
teasers
teasers
in the stars.
In the stars above the sky. Probably going to be Mega Alakazam, tying in with an in-game event that starts on the same day. So that will be running from September the 6th to the 16th. And then from the 16th to the 27th, we've got another blank slot for a Mega. But once again, that does coincide with an in-game event, which we'll come on to. And I'm going to hypothesize a little bit of Mega Aggron action that was in the APK mine not so long ago.
Well, the event is called Test Your Metal.
It is. So it would kind of make sense, and we'll come on to the spotlight hour that's in that chunk of window anyway later on. But to round out the month, September the 27th through to October the 1st will be Mega Lopunny returning.
Exactly. Now, other things that are going to be happening is the events in September, and there's a lot of them. So what you've already experienced yesterday, there was the Inkay Limited Research Day, and I really do hope you all got the shiny family. You only needed 2, so hopefully you got those. 6 shiny.
Nice shiny. Yeah. Really good shiny. Also, Malamar was JT Valor's Pokemon Wingman,
that was his
wasn't it?
Literally Pokemon Wingman.
It was, yes.
Yeah.
Also, not really sure where I've played this, somewhere around middle of Europe at the moment. I'm dithering on what town I need to play it in.
Moving on.
Coming up on the 6th to the 12th of September will be the Psychic Spectacular event. It's returning for 2022. As we said, probably going to coincide with the release of Mega Alakazam, which I think is quite cool. Last year, it actually brought in the release of Inkay, I believe. I think it was that event that tied in its release, where you had to turn your phone upside down to evolve it.
Right.
But that's it. We just know the dates of that one at the moment.
And September the 10th, we have the Clefairy Commotion. So another little event that's just a one-dayer.
Sounds
Clefairy
weird.
Commotion. Not a lot of information really out for that one, but one that's going to get you wet, Milo, is the Sunday the 11th.
Well, you might be wrong on that fact, just personally, okay? But anybody who's in need of shiny Deoxys will be having a raid hour from 2 to 5 p.m. at your local time on September the 11th.
Yes.
So it's time to go and get those shiny Space DNA yellow boys, or whatever they are.
Yeah, there's still, I think, 1 or 2 I need. I don't think I got the whole
You probably
set
need
last
the
time.
defense form, I think.
Yeah,
trying
because
to
nobody wants to raid for that one.
track months back. Yeah, because this is the thing, is that I raided and I managed to get all the shinies of them, and now they're coming back for 14 days, and then there's a raid date at the end of their return. I'm like, I can't be bothered. I can't be asked.
But I know you'll be raiding whether you can be asked or not, because
I've got
that's
to do a raid
what you
day.
do.
Come on.
Yeah. Now, September the 16th to the 21st, we alluded to this earlier. Test your metals. So, steel type Pokemon, maybe it'll tie into Mega Aggron.
But something we still don't know the information for, which is very peculiar given they've just dropped everything for the season in September, is September's Community Day on the 18th. Where's the info? Niantic, please.
Yeah, where is the info? Now, one that is a particular favourite event of Coops. I don't know if it's awake. Are you
this.
awake, Coops?
Yeah.
And you. I mean, last year, we had Fur Through. Fashion Week runs from September the 27th to October 3rd. And it's had some okay stuff in the past. Not one of my personal favourites, but obviously you and Coops wet yourselves over it, get excited and all that.
Well,
so.
I do, because I like that they should bring in boosted shiny costume mons for the first time, which would be very nice. So we'll see what comes around the
Pikachu
2022.
invasion.
Coops, actually, ironically, I can speak for him because he's currently face down on the floor. Doesn't appreciate costumed mons, so glossing on from that. Coming up, though, obviously, the raid hours. So, September the 7th will feature all 4 of the shiny Deoxys. All 4 different forms just going to be jumbled in together. So, if you're in search of a specific form, good luck. Hopefully, you can raid it during the week around that raid hour. But then the 2 legendaries that we have no idea what they are, September the 14th and the 21st, and then finally Shiny Bacon Bird Yveltal on the 28th of September.
That's the one I will be making an effort to try and participate in.
I am salivating so hard.
I'm just going to have so many remote passes for that one.
Yeah. I don't know if it's like over the Shiny Bird or the thought of bacon, or the 2 combined.
The 2 combined, to be honest.
2 combined.
But talking about things that are combined, spotlight hours, boosted spawns and possible shinies, although the shiny rates aren't boosted, but we have 4 in the month of September, and Munna, new Pokemon released just last week at the GO-Fest Finale Event. 6th September, Munna, shiny, great shiny. Amazing shiny. Ralts has its hour in the spotlight on the 13th, Aaron on the 20th, and Minccino on the 27th. Now, bonuses, you're going to get double Stardust for catching on Munna Day, double XP for catching for Ralts, so Masterful 27. You need to do this one. Aaron will bring double Candy for catching, and Minccino will bring double Candy for transferring. All in all, that is September, and that is a jam-packed month.
It is pretty jam-packed.
Because we didn't even talk about the Safari Zone that they're having in South Korea.
Exactly, which is the 23rd to the 25th. We made mention of it a couple of shows ago about its sort of sudden arrival, but looking all good, to be honest. Spotlight hours, they're all shiny potential. Some new shinies, some OG shinies
That's some
in
great
there.
shiny. I mean, Ralts, 6 shiny.
Yeah.
Munna, everybody wants it. Aaron,
Everybody's
I think
chasing that.
probably most people have already got their family.
Yeah,
Aaron.
that's probably more than likely tying into the Test Your Metal event
one,
and Mega Aggron coming in, the fact that Aaron's getting a spotlight hour.
And I think Minccino, everyone's got the shiny as well. I would say.
Yeah, we had a
most
research day back in February of 2020, didn't it?
Yeah.
But it makes me wonder, because that's the beginning of the fashion week, so what costume are they going to... If they're going to chuck a costume on Minccino, is it a tie into the event or is it not?
Time will tell.
We'll see.
Time will tell.
We will see.
But moving into the Season of Light, this season revolves around the Nebula Pokemon. And that Pokemon's name is Cosmog.
Cosmog.
Quite a strange looking Pokemon. It looks pretty cool, actually, with the blues, the purples, the
Cosmic.
yellows, pinks. It's just cosmic, isn't it?
Cosmic fog. I guess could be where it goes with that. But Ian, this is quite a nice return, actually. So you may remember last year for the season through September, October, and November, they had a rolling research that you unlocked every sort of week or so.
You got 2 sections every week. Yeah.
Yes.
It was the worst idea Niantic ever came out with for Pokemon
I personally
Go.
I personally loved it, actually. I personally liked the staggered research.
Too slow.
I personally liked it, but they're returning that idea, is what it seems. Season of Light special research available to claim from Thursday the 1st of September at 10 a.m. and then it goes all the way through the season till December the 1st at 9:59 a.m. before the next season switches in. And new parts of the special research will unlock over the course of the season, so make sure to keep an eye on the research tab, and it's got September the 1st, October the 5th, and November the 23rd kind of in the works there.
Now, bonuses that we're going to get for the Season of Light. Increased damage for Pokemon participating in raids remotely, which obviously has been there for a while.
Yes.
Up to 2 free raid passes per day by spinning photo discs at gyms. So the raid passes are back, which is good news.
good news.
Guaranteed gifts from Pokestop spins, well, that's a given. That's been there. Increased incense effectiveness while moving. That's been there for a while. Additional items from research breakthroughs. Well, we know you get the pass, the battle pass, certainly for September.
Yeah.
Increased Stardust Milo for research breakthroughs.
I guess it makes sense for, Cosmog, Cosmic Pokemon, Stardust, all that,
And also, get ready for this. That poll is going to get even more erect. Extra Stardust from gifts.
Wow.
So you might actually open some gifts in September, October, and November.
Anything, to be brutally honest. Jumping into the spawn switch up for the season. So coming in the spawns of the city will be things like Jigglypuff, Machop, Magnemite, Muck, Voltorb, and Umbreon that still somehow isn't shiny from the wild, even though it could be at some point. Peculiar, and Litwick and more.
Absolutely. In the forests, we have Pokemon such as Mareep, Sunkern, Yamna, Espeon, Pinecoat, Plant, Cloak, Burmy, which you no longer need anymore, and Hisuian, Voltorb, and more. So again, anything that can be shiny is available as shiny. Espeon is probably the only one other than Hisuian Voltorb that cannot be shiny.
Indeed. Keeping the non-shiny theme going in the mountain biomes. Sandslash, obviously, evolved form can't be shiny, but then you got things like Clefairy, Diglett, Snorlax, Sneasel, Stantler, and Dino, and more.
So moving on to my favourite areas, the water habitat, beaches. You'll get
It is your
Pokemon.
biome.
It's my personal biome. You'll get Pokemon such as Seal, Staryu, Mantine, Pelipper, Carvana, Wailmer, Phoebus, and more. So again, anything that can be shiny is going to be available as shiny.
Now looking to the hemisphere switch up. So in the northern hemisphere, which obviously we're included in, will be things like Scyther, Dratini, and unfortunately, in my point of view, the Gen 2 starters are coming back. Chikorita, Cyndaquil, and Totodile, Teddiursa, Shroomish, and more.
Yes, while moving into the southern hemisphere, you're going to have Pokemon such as Paras, Chansey, Skitty, Bagon, Snivy, Tepig, Oshawott, and more. So again, I think on this one, the southern hemisphere kind of has the dub for spawns.
I would say so indeed. Moving on to the egg game, which we all are thoroughly partaking in. 2 kilometer eggs. 2 kilometer eggs are going to contain things like Pichu and Cleffa, Munna in 2Ks though, which I
that's
rate.
Worthwhile, yeah.
Defo rate that. Fermantis and Wimpod that can't be shiny, and a bunch of more stuff that we don't know.
And the 5Ks really don't get much better. Tyro, which actually I still need as a shiny. I'll just put that out there. Elekid, Magby, Miltank, and more.
10 kilometer eggs are going to contain Turtuga and Archer, which are two very sought after shinies. Noibat, which can't be shiny. Rockruff, which we hatch every other bloody second.
You might. I certainly don't.
It's literally every other 10k hatches a Rockruff. And Zhangmo and a few other beautiful ones.
Nice. Now, moving on to your Adventure Sync reward eggs. The 5K is going to give you a limited pool of Cranidos, Shieldon, Happiny, Munchlax. They're pretty much all dead, let's face it. But Carablast and Shelmet. Again, a little bit more tasty.
I need one more Shelmet. I do need one more Shelmet.
I've got one for you. I promised you at the weekend.
We'll see if Adventure Sync pulls through with the 5k.
Lucky trade.
Yes, lucky friends.
Yes.
I don't know if I want to do a lucky Shelmet though. That's kind of
dead.
Oh wow, great. But finishing up with the Adventure Sync 10 kilometer eggs, they're pretty much exactly the same as they've been for the last several months and seasons. So it's Dratini, Bagon, Beldum, Gibble, Riolu, all can be shiny, and then Gumi. So that's practically the same.
They're not really that overwhelming, are they? When you think about it. We've had community days for the first 4 of those. There's only really Riolu and Gumi that are worth chasing.
People want the Riolu. Like Riolu is the thing to get out of these Adventure Sync 10Ks.
And that brings us pretty much to the end. There is some GBL information, but Coops really wants to talk about that next week when he's got a slice of something on the go.
Yes, and when he's not completely hammered on Stella and on the floor, as we can see from his video there. But before we pass it back to Coopsy, a couple of things. So some visual updates. The Nebula Sky will be appearing periodically during the season, which is some beautiful sort of cosmic thing.
It looks awesome. It really
does look
cool.
awesome. If you remember the event, the Fossil Week, when they brought in Amaura and Tyrant,
the sky looks awesome. Then if it looks anything like that, it's just going to look next level.
It should look insane. Avatar themed items. You
I
could copy
expect
yourself.
to see your avatar wearing these.
No, the pumpkin
Ditch the
Pikachu's got
pumpkin
a
head,
stick.
and I expect to see you in this Cosmog hat.
Yeah, there's a Cosmog hat that looks like your face is Cosmog's face. Which is just quite funny. But it looks like you get a nice sort of disco jacket there. Looks quite nice, sort of iridescent jacket.
Yeah, very 70s.
Yeah, and then a black t-shirt is also available with Cosmog's face on it.
It probably looks more 80s thinking about it.
Possibly. They don't make mention of if you get matching trousers. Who knows?
I'm sure there will be, but do you think it's time to wake up the casual now?
I can wake the casual up by saying there are theme stickers for this season.
Oh my god, he's moving.
he's awake.
And that's enough news. Am I good? Am I back? I've got to slap my face to try and wake me up.
Wake up.
Slopped at the bar.
Yeah. The only reason why I let you guys do the news, obviously, is because of next week, but as well, I'm not going to play the game for the next 4 months. So I'm not going to have any idea.
As you said, we'll see you next year. GO-Fest Finale 2023.
But speaking of GO-Fest Finale, it's now time, boys, to play Flex It Up.
Flex it up, flex it up.
He's going to be flexing like Buzzwole. Ooh, yeah.
He does look like Buzzwole, actually, doesn't he?
Yes.
Yes, he's identical to Mosquito.
Buzzwole's big and red and he's ginger. It's similar.
Anyway, God, I was being nice to you about your bullying earlier.
Big
What's
buff
going
and
on?
ginger. Worse things to be called.
So, gentlemen, obviously I had to leave a little bit early and I've not got round to watching everybody's videos from start to finish. So I want to know, for round number 1, what was your total amount of Shinies?
Okay, so we know that Milo saw a message from Mark that he had got 24.
Yes.
At the point when he left on Saturday. Okay. I got 25.
And I managed to pull in 28.
Oh.
Don't go for accumulative Shinies.
He always wins. Although, actually, Coops, this one will make you laugh. He didn't win because Kells got over 40.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Kel smashed it, 44.
That's mad. Do you know what I also like about that? That you actually played the jing, like the yes jingle before you heard my total of what I got, because you knew that it wasn't going to be more than mine.
You arrived after.
We was with you for most of the day.
You arrived after and left before us.
You rude bunch of bastards. I got 18, which I thought was shit, actually.
Woo.
That's not bad for 5 hours. That's probably...
The Global GO-Fest 5 hours is actually all right, mate. You've done pretty well.
Yeah.
Pro Rata's similar to what I was getting. I was struggling until I got that herd of Chansey at the end.
How many did you get?
7 in the last 2 hours.
Jesus.
Ken would be proud.
Literally, it was just trolling me for the whole incursion.
Ken is on lured up screaming, yes, Ian.
So, what I will say for this next one then, round 2. How many shiny chances did you get? I'm playing. Okay, so how many shiny? Yeah, no. How many shiny? Because obviously, listen, shiny Swirlex, shiny Munna, right? New shinies in the game. So how many shiny Munnas did you get? I'll go first. I just got the 1.
I also just got the 1.
I just got the 1.
So that's a draw then. Oh. And then the same with Swirlex. I just got the 1 as well.
A big fat diddly squat nothing.
Please get 0.
I didn't get any Swirlex either.
No way! Can you play the jingle then?
Coops got the point.
Coops is winning, isn't he? We've got a tie, and then do you want the ding?
Ding. Yeah, do I want the ding? Excuse me.
What's the ding?
Of course I want the ding.
Dong. Oh, yes.
So, technically, Milo, it's actually 1-1.
Tap.
All right, then. So, technically, it's 1 to Ian, and 2 to me, and 2 to you, Milo. So, for the final round, to get that 3-point victory, how many, from the GO-Fest day, how many shiny unknowns did everybody get?
Coops.
And there you have it, guys. The flex game is a draw. And then I'll tell you what then, lads, for the last round, because obviously we've been talking a lot about shinies, how many shiny combies did everybody get? Yeah, me too.
I pulled in 1 level 1.
Did you
Yeah.
Bro, why do we play this game? Why do we actually play this game?
You asked the question.
I don't know. I really don't know.
It's my game. It's my game. Oh, it's good to hear that.
Couldn't go. Yeah, I bet it is.
Ego inflated maximum. Ego mega
Smug
evolved.
face. Engaged smug face.
Engaged smug face. No, I was quite happy to get like a level 1 combi, and actually I needed the mail, so I was pleased with that.
Well,
I felt bad. I was going to say, Coops, did you get your Tropius PvP finally?
I can't talk about it. I don't want to talk about
it.
Did you save some for trade? Because I've got loads.
Yeah,
I've got every. I'm catching every Tropius. I'll come to Croydon with a stab vest and trade with you, man.
Thank you. Anyway, this is a really weird thing for me, because for some reason, Milo, it's on your screen. Or is that...
You flatter me, dear Coops.
That's just his microphone, Coops.
Yes. I can't hang plushies off it, unfortunately. It's not a magic trick. But as we said earlier, we put out a little poll, very much a little poll for about an hour, saying which hourly rotation do you prefer, or if it makes no bloody difference. So, 43% of people who voted said 1 hour rotation. Ian,
wow.
It might have been just you on this one. 5% of people said it makes no bloody difference.
Okay.
And a stonking 52% said 2 hour rotation chunks is the way to go. So, 83 people within an hour.
Well, that's quite good, actually. That's a good show.
I should rent it out.
Yeah.
8.3 inches, that.
Hey, yeah.
You need Morris dancers around that, Milo.
Proper fanfare. That was really good. So thanks to all the 83 people who voted on my poll tonight. I appreciate it. But we've also got our favourite section of the show where you can register and say what you bagged while listening to the show. It is Shinies of the Week.
Shinies of the Week.
All right, so up first, we've got from Barbs, 1989, at Incensed Podcast. I caught this whilst listening to you guys, hashtag Shinies of the Week, and it is a shiny Lunatone, but on her game, it's a Lunarstein, which is that German?
German.
Is that German, which is awesome. We've got a German listener, that's epic.
Ian
and I
approves.
think that Lunatone, yes,
Definitely
would have been definitely after the GO-Fest finale ended, because they were everywhere. So yeah,
Tom
that's my
will be
one for
jealous.
tonight.
Very much so, yes. That's fan-bleeding-tastic. We've got one here from someone I don't think we've heard from, ever. Made a lot of noise, song and dance about actually trying to get into this section. But
Maybe a new listener.
A certain @Coops the Casual has...
God, he sounds like a prat, doesn't he?
Written, yeah. Definitely not remembered to sign in for most of the Shinies of the Week. But, such a lovely day playing #Pokémon GO-Fest 2022 finale with the lads in London. Hope you all had a good one. And posting that shiny Swirlix he bloody got.
Nice.
Which is nice. While posting I had to read that out, just because obviously you've been saying you wanted to get in Shinies of the Week for so long. So long. And he's got it on a shiny that we didn't get. And he also posted the picture where we were trying to look sort of like do the smouldering kind of serious look.
And it didn't really work, did it?
Didn't work.
It's Marky's idea.
And I've got the last one for today because, you know what, we've not heard from Stephen for a while. So Stephen Merrington messages, at Incensed Podcast, didn't even get through the intros and I picked up the shiny Panseer to complete the set. So he now has the Panpour, the Pansage and the Panseer, #Shinies of the Week.
Nice.
So well done, Stephen. GG's.
Bloody GG's. That's nice. Trifecta of monkeys.
Certainly is cool. And that kind of brings us to the end of another show. So thank you everyone for sticking with us for the last hour plus.
I was going to say kind of, it does, doesn't it?
It's literally how we end every show.
The obligatory thank yous. So yeah, big thank you to everybody that listens. If you are new here, please push that follow button or the little plus button if you are on Apple Podcasts and give us a 5-star review. Nice little review. Written review, if you're on Apple, that always goes down nicely. We do appreciate that one. And we can't go a show without thanking our Patreon squad, the guys that support us and make us sound amazing. So if you're on the bronze or silver tiers, thank you very much. Oh, new bronze member joined today.
Ooh, lovely.
So welcome on board, Stephen Monroe. Thank you for being here. Thank you so much. And to everyone that is on the gold tier, we cannot thank you enough. You really do help us make this show sound absolutely impeccable. And you guys that are that next level support for us are HermesNinja, TishSmith, JB, CliffordMert, AgentMLI, DerbyRuss, Kerry and Zachary Young, Connolly, and of course Dom the Ragnarok. Big thank you goes out to you from all four of us. And if you want to join the Patreon, it's easy to do. Just go to patreon.com/Incensed Podcast. Just join there. Tiers start from £1.50. That gives you Discord access and a few other perks. And on that bombshell.
I'd say it's a bombshell, Ian, because it's the end of the season of Go.
It is. There we go. So on
the start of September as well, start of winter.
And the season of light, although it's going to be dark here in the Northern Hemisphere.
It's going to be getting darker, yeah.
And on that bombshell, we'll catch you next week.
I choose you!